Hi everybody, welcome to Kate Space, welcome to my channel. I hope you're all well. Thanks so much for tuning in. I have just a quick video I was just given by a colleague, an ex-colleague and friend who I used to work in the hospital with. She texted me just before we went away on holiday to say she had a whole lot of old documents and things from a house clean out from one of her family members, and would I like to look at them, would I like to have them? And of course I said yes, and so she came round, and literally it was the day before we left to go to Bali. I'm back from Bali. I was just taking them off the wire, as you can see. Let me just see if you can see. Yeah, so she came and they're just on this bit of wood, still on the wire. She said, oh, I hope they're all right like that. I went, yep, they're fine. Don't you worry about that. They're awesome. I have another whole lot in the book press because they were all rolled up, so they're being pressed. And I have another lot under 3 Ledgers books, so they're being pressed as well. But I was doing this and I was texting my sister Jo, and she said, oh, film it and let me watch. And I said, oh, it'll be so long. And I thought, oh, actually, I'll film it in case anyone else is interested, and I'll just pop it up on my channel, and if people want to watch, they can watch. Why not? It doesn't cost anything except someone's time if they want to take it. So it looks like these are all from a farmer in a little town in the Bay of Plenty called Whakatane, and they're at this stage we're in the 40s, 1948, and these are the ones I've taken off already. And so now I'm just slowly sort of unwinding them off the hook. They're all going to be similar, I expect. So Farmers Cooperative Auctioneering Company, 6 pigs. So yeah, they seem to be all like purchases of farm stock. And these ones are in the, yeah, like I said, in the late 40s. There's a lot here. And sort of differing states of sort of disrepair. I haven't got any idea at this stage what I'm going to do with these. But it's, you know how it's this lovely paper that you can't buy anymore. I mean, if you could buy reams of this lovely light sort of paper and print on it, wouldn't that be wonderful if you could copy our, you know, copy or print out the digitals that we can purchase of old documents. So, you know, they're not from the 1800s or the, you know, super early 1900s, so they're not hundreds of years old, but, you know, they're from New Zealand, and so they've got a bit of our own sort of history. This is someone's petrol account, so this one's typed. Just checking that you can see, because I've just decided to do this on the spur of the moment, so I don't have my screen mirroring onto my laptop. My laptop's still not packed, so we literally got home today, so I'm all croaky and I'm coughing, and I think that's just from the air conditioning on the plane. I got really congested on the plane, and although the flight's not that long, just under 8 hours, we left on the 31st of May at 10 to 6 from Bali, and we arrived here at 5:30 in the morning on the 1st. And the time difference is 4 hours, so Bali is 4 hours behind us. So I'm still on that time zone. I've had a sleep, I've done a little bit of washing, and now I've still got a few more things to unpack. And tomorrow I want to get straight into making my journal, but I think that video will probably go up before this one. I don't know, it depends. So there's a whole lot of these, just little doodackies. I mean, these would be just great, I guess. I could fold them up and pop them into pockets. I may, because there's so many, make up a few packs, and I guess they'll be mostly New Zealand people who would be interested in those, so I think I'll sell them maybe on my Instagram account or through YouTube, or just as people show an interest, but I have no idea how much I'll sell them for. I'll have to think about that, but yeah, they're pretty cool. I love this one. Rangitikei Plains Dairy Company, 1948. So those two go together. A lot of them still have either staples or the old pins in them. And of course they've all got holes in them now because they've been stabbed onto this wire stand. But of course the majority of us don't mind that kind of thing. So I'll probably put these in the press at some stage too. I don't know if I really want to iron them. I kind of like them a little bit crinkly or crinkled. There's a whole lot more of those. So how amazing is that someone remembers. She said, oh, there was so much more stuff. I said, oh, you should have invited me around. I would have helped you clean out. Imagine what I would have come home with. But anyway, I said, oh, do keep me in mind if you ever hear of anyone who has the same issue. Because, you know, when people of a certain age pass away and their houses get cleaned out, this stuff all gets thrown away or taken to the dump or whatever. And it's like so sad for us, for people like you and me, if you like this kind of thing, which most of the people who watch my channel do. So yeah, there's more. Should I keep going? I don't really know if I should keep going or not. And I'm just aware now how loud that heater is in the background, so I'm going to turn it off. Sorry about that, guys, if that was really loud. It probably was. That's the other thing I'm super aware of, how much colder it is here. We've come from, you know, highs during the day of 29, 30, and it only really goes down to maybe 24 at night. So we've been in such warm climate, and now it's pretty cold here. At the moment the highs are still around 18, 19, but on Monday they are looking to change and our highs are going to be more like 9 and 10. So it's going to get cold and I don't really want to get sick. I feel like I feel a little bit coldy, but I think it's just, like I said, just congestion from the flight. Dave has come home and to just a flurry of emails and things happening as far as his work goes, so he has gone off to meetings because like I said, tomorrow, I think tomorrow's Friday, it is the 2nd, and it is a holiday weekend here. So we have what was Queen's birthday weekend, but it's now King's birthday weekend in June, at the beginning of June, and it's normally usually the 1st, around the 2nd, 3rd of June. It also happens to be one of my daughter's birthdays, and she's turning 30th on the 3rd of June. So that's what we've come home to, a nice long weekend, so we don't have to. So it gives us a few days to recover from our jet lag and coming back to reality. Okay, so I'm still just, oh, that one was pinned onto this. I've just torn it off. So that's a lovely pink piece of paper. And you know, like you could use that as a page in a journal, because it's that lovely pink paper. And that was actually Suckling and Barry, Barristers and Solicitors, 1947. So I'm pretty sure that was connected onto there with that pin. That's an accountant's letter by the looks of things. I'm wondering, it's almost like that's a copy of that. I don't know if it is. I won't actually sit here and read them as well. Imagine how boring it's going to get. So that's another one. That's something to do with someone's estate. So they're all quite, they're a little, you know, some of them are different. Bank of New Zealand. And I really love that these are, you know, New Zealand's documents. I have now got quite a collection. And I probably need to go through them and sort out the ones I want to keep. The ones I want to use in my journals and the ones I want to maybe copy. This one's a bit more fragile. 31st of August. That's got a nice typeface at the top there. What have we got here? That's sort of stuck onto that one. So these are cool, these little sort of just snippets, or, you know, tear off sort of bits. And these are cool with the stamps, the old stamps on them as well. 1947. This one looks like it's all pinned together with this really heavy pin, which I love. And this one's got a lovely rusty pin in it as well, which, you know, I love those old rusty pins. Just be careful not to stab yourself with it. This one's a lovely pink, pinned together. How are we going there? Are you seeing this? If you're interested, if you're not interested, yep, that's cool. Just watch a little bit and say, oh, yep, that's cool, and then move on if you don't want to see the rest. Or I could just fast forward this actually. I wonder if that would work. I might do that. I might just be quiet and fast forward it. of that. These are the last few that are on this wire, and 1946. There's several of these rates, and they're all in pounds. 30th of August 1945. There's also a little checkbook here from the Bank of New Zealand. This is from the 70s, but it's got someone's writing in it, which will be good, I guess, for a bit of collage. So those are the papers. Well, that's one set of them that were all on this wire invoices piece of thing. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that little peek into my haul of old vintage New Zealand invoices. There's more to come, and depending on how long this is, I'll tag it on this, or I'll do a separate one, because there's a few other things that I purchased before I went away that arrived while I was away, and also a little happy mail. The other thing that this same friend of mine had in her car was a whole lot of crafting supplies that she had somehow got from somebody, and she said, did I want to look? And I did. I was very, very restrained because I did not want to end up with a whole lot of things that I didn't really use. So I grabbed this little corner rounder because they are always super handy. I use them all the time. So I grabbed that. I grabbed the stamp set. There were quite a few stamp sets she had there, but I'm not a stamper, as you know. However, I thought this one looked really interesting and something that I may use, especially if I was doing a nautical sort of themed anything. And then this little sort of ledger stamp. So those are Stampin' Up stamps, and I mean, it's not been used as far as I can tell, maybe once. Those two haven't been used, and these I think are the stickers you put on the stamps. So, and it comes in this case. None of mine come in cases like that. And the other thing I grabbed was this pile of doilies. This ridiculously large pile of doilies. So just these little teeny ones, which are very cute, and these little heart-shaped ones, which I thought were sweet as well. And these ones, yeah. So I grabbed these because I thought I'm always using doilies. They're great for sharing. They're great for decorating pages, happy mails, and things like that. So I grabbed those because I thought that is something I would definitely use. I might try dyeing some of them. Yeah. So that was and the acrylic block, which are expensive here, and mine are a bit messy, but this is a really good quality one. I think it's probably Stampin' Up as well. So there we go. That's my little haul from my friend and ex-midwifery colleague. And I'm so grateful that she thought of me. There's more, but they're getting flattened in the press, and so I will share them in another video, along with the stuff that I purchased before I went away and my little happy mail. So thanks so much for watching. I hope that wasn't too long and drawn out, but I know for one my sister will watch because she wanted me to video this. So that's for you, Joe, and I will see you again soon in the next video. Thanks so much. Bye.